Good evening, viewers. My name is Samuel John Norman. I'm a creative art teacher of St. Benedict Tribute School at Dansoman Snit Flats and a product of the Department of Art Education, University of Education Winneba. I graduated in 2009 and I've had my national service at SNIT, Kukumimle district office by then. And I'm currently teaching. Now, beginning from last year, October, I decided that during my birthday, I will look for a concrete solution in the society and try as much as possible to solve. And one of the solution was one of the problems I identified was about down spillages that I saw on the internet, and have made a video about that and sent to Ghana Dam authorities. But this year, I decided to focus on education by bringing my Alma Mata, that is University of Education distance learning, to Accra, precisely Dansoman, where I reside. And I said I forwarded a letter to my university, and from the response, I learned Ghana Tertiary Education Commission has directed all universities to stop distance learning at that is senior high schools and basic schools, that matter. And I followed up again to make a research at UCC distance learning, KNUSC distance learning, and others. And from my point of view, from my research, I found out that the student body actually supported the idea of distance learning, because in this case, education has been brought to their community, because their parents who like to keep eagle eye on their wards. So the idea of going traveling all the way from their community to other in the way of seeking distance learning elsewhere, where they will be paying school fees and also pay for hostel fees. See, all these problems were solved when distance learning was brought to their doorsteps or in their community. And let me make it clear that even if universities will go and look for land and build structures, those structures cannot accommodate all this student body. In fact, I've been at university before. Likewise, the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission officers. You've been to universities before, and you know what I'm talking about. So, so I mean, we are in the era of education without walls. We're in the era where education must be accessible to every Ghanaian individual and not depriving them of it. Those who want to, seek tertiary education, allow them to. And now that the student body are interested, it means that the voice of the majority must be attended to. Student body are the reason why education was formed in the first place. So if the student body are interested, we must allow democracy to work and not autocracy or dictatorship. Let us consult the student body first. because they are the reason why a school was formed in the first place. And as I said, democracy is for the voice of the majority, not for the voice of the minority. As I always say, agree form, as the people on the ground, whether they are interested or not. And yes, they are interested because I've made my research. I don't just come out and just talk anyhow. Please. And in fact, education must be brought to the doorsteps of every individual. And COVID-19, in fact, COVID-19 made it possible. During COVID-19, people were getting their basic education, senior high school education, tertiary education, right in their bedrooms and even in their halls through Zoom, through Google Meet. Yes. And this education were not just ordinary, they were quality education, because at the end of the day, we have easy access to videos from and information from the internet. Quality education, YouTube videos, Google web search information, and in fact, in my school, St. Benedict's Supreme School, in fact, we did excellent job during COVID-19 to the admiration of other neighboring schools that were admiring and looking at us. They were using us as good examples. So, as I said, the universities, every university have challenging problems that they are already facing. So for them to now go and look for land again in this modern era, let's say I am into real estate. I'm a realtor, an estate agent. I look for land for people. I look for houses for sale and accommodation for people in Accra. And in fact, the cost of buying land and building in this modern era is not a child's play. The most easy or the best way is for them to target the good schools in the community with good facilities that meet standard, environmental protection agency standard that meet other modern standard, so that distance learning can start from there. And so far, so good. The UCC distance learning at St. Margaret Mary have been very successful, and the student body love this education, because the neighboring Dansoman community, education has been brought to our doorsteps. And other private universities that feel they are competing with them can also do the same, because business is a competition, whether you like it or not. Every business is a competition. You have to do your things well. One of the ways by which the private universities can make happen is to also try this distance learning in senior high schools and basic schools, just like the way the public universities are doing. And also look for good marketers with proven previous proven track records that will help them achieve their goals, because marketers can make your business or unmake your business. You can go and find out. The day you don't, I mean, you see, I mean, you don't empower your marketers. That is the day your business start collapsing. Because doing business without marketing or advertising is like uh, winking at a girl in the dark. Look at my eye. Let's say you are in the dark and you are winking at the girl. You are winking at the girl in the dark. How can the girl see you? How can the girl notify you or know that you are hiding in the dark? That is how it is. Marketing must be done every day. Look at most of our churches that come within few months. They I mean, they start making it because they do evangelism, advertising, marketing. Yes, doing business without advertisement, as I said, it's like looking at a girl in the dark. You know what you are doing, but no one else knows. That is it. You must get sharp marketers, and you must ensure that you motivate your marketers. Motivate your marketers and see. And then also, um, your student body, your student bodies, try as much as possible how you relate with them. And you see, these are the people who can also serve as indirect marketers that will carry word of mouth advertisement to their siblings, their parents, and others to come to your university to make life simple for you. But I must also say that the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission should rather channel their energy instead of trying to stop the universities from hosting distance learning in these senior high schools, basic schools. They should rather lift up this embargo and advise these universities that are, fighting the public schools to look for marketers and constantly do advertisement, and it will help them. You see, when you are doing business and you at one time you stop advertisement, you stop marketing, and you assume that the people know our university already, so we don't need to do marketing. That is the very day that your business will start collapsing. I always do advertisement on daily basis because people must always see what I am doing, so that the day they decide to um, look for accommodation for rentals, houses to buy, land to buy, excavators to buy, tipper trucks to buy or rent, the name Norman rings into their ears. Look at study MTN, former Vodafone, and the rest. They always do advertisement. I mean, they don't stop advertising, and they're always on top of the game. That is how it is. You either fight, you either you don't fight other people by, you see, you don't progress by killing other business. No, you progress by devising better strategies for yourself to magnetize people to your business. That is the best way, and you can do it easily by marketing. Look for sharp marketers with proven track records, and they will make your universities, and leave the public universities alone who want to spread their tentacles to reach out to other communities to serve them, to carry out their mission. This Ghana Tertiary Education Commission channel your energy to National Accreditation Board to help reduce the heavy institutional fees imposed on both private and public universities, so that the private universities can also survive, because they are also humans. I mean, they also have lecturers to pay their salaries. They also have students that they must also consider. They must, I mean, they if they get a chance, they will reduce their school fees. But these high institutional accreditation fees, 21,000 or 22,000 US dollars, which expires that is either a year or two. I mean, in fact, when you do that, why won't the private and public universities increase their school fee? Because they will have no chance except to spread, divide these uh, uh, fees, including money to pay their workers on the students, so at the end of the day, the school fees goes on high. And there have been cases where, in fact, as I'm speaking, there are a lot of people who are into galamsey, illegal mining, because they need money to pay their school fees. Others like the ladies are into hookups, prostitution, and the rest, to be able to raise money to finance their school fee. All these deviant behaviors can stop when the school fees reduce. And how can the school fees reduce? When these kind of heavy accreditation fees and taxes imposed on universities reduce, so that tertiary education can be accessible to the ordinary Ghanaian. In fact, I attended University of Education Winneba, and I want my university to spread across board so that they can reach out to every community to serve and serve them well. Yes. Please, Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, remove the embargo on that you have imposed on universities, hindering them from hosting distance learning in senior high schools and basic schools, so that people in the community where this distance learning are being hosted will get a chance to get educated, because the cost of buying land and building, in fact, it's not a child's play. It's a waste of time and a waste of resources. Yes, but I mean, getting structures across board is good, but not in this current era. No, it will not help anybody. And if when they do this thing, at the end of the day, it will end up increasing the school fees, because they also need money to be able to build these structures. You see, let us look at the citizens of the land in that is the citizens who are the reason why this education is being brought to their doorsteps to serve them. You see, go around the centers where this affiliate, sorry, this distance learning is distance learning are taking place, and ask the student, and they will tell you that they are interested. You see, seek the interest of the student body first, and before any other person. And as I said, the private universities can also do same. They can also do same. They should also, I mean, as you can see here, I'm trying, I'm advocating for the public schools to um, spread across board. The same way I'm also speaking for the private universities as well by advising them, and also advising Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. They can also do same, but they shouldn't try and sit on somebody's university's progress to progress. No, it doesn't work that way. You see, whenever you want to develop uh, becoming by doing witch hunting. You see, your business, when that business collapse, you too, your business in the near future will also collapse. That is how it is. Let's stop this uh, kind of behaviors and allow the public universities to stand, and then the private universities, you can also do the same thing by uh, renting senior high schools and public sorry senior high schools and basic schools to also do your distance learning. Yes, that is it. I mean, let's allow nature to flow. Thank you very much for listening.